Happy Friday, Collective. Today, I wanted to talk about how your story matters. I was thinking earlier this week about King David and how God created him, gave him certain gifts, talents, even experience shepherding sheep. And it was all for a specific purpose, to lead the people that God called King David to lead and to write the Psalms that we still enjoy all these years later. And I thought about how God did not have King David and then a clone of him like King David version B. God really creates each one of us to be who we are with our personality, with our experience. And what this means as writers is that we can really have confidence. We have been given a specific story, a specific message that we get to share with the world, and there's no one else who can do that in our place. And so I just wanted to encourage you with that, because it's easy sometimes to get stuck in procrastination or to compare and look at similar authors. But I just want each of us, as we reflect on Christ and his coming for us, and as we think about, being redeemed by him and then now being called by him as writers, that there can be such a tremendous freedom in that, and that we can have confidence to move forward, continuing to take those next steps. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you is this book. It's called Listen, and it's by Holly M. McGhee. And there's just one portion that I wanted to read to you in here, because it ties into this message that I have for you today about trusting that God has a purpose for you and trusting God with your story. I know often for me and for others that sometimes the scariest part of being called as a writer is sharing our work with the world. And this story has something wonderful to say about that. So I'm going to jump right into the middle of the book because there's just 2 pages I wanted to read to you. Your heart can hold everything, including the world, its darkness and its light, including your story, including my story, including the story of all of us. And when your heart hears your own story, it hears my story too. Your story, my story, our story. Listen to the sound of your feet, the sound of all of us, and the sound of me. And the reason I wanted to share this book is those pages are so powerful when you think about our calling as writers and the power of our words. Because when we are in tune with our own stories, when we're sharing our stories, there are these common threads of emotion, there's these common threads of insight, there's these common threads of compassion, and that really can impact other people and unlock, free their own stories, bring them healing, bring them comfort, bring them companionship. And so I wanted to share that with you. And I know sometimes it can be busy, it can be hard to find some quiet time. I know we have guests actually staying with us and John's mom, and so I know it'll be a bit of a struggle to find quiet, which I love, but I wanted each of us to have this reminder and message today as we head into next week, because your calling as a writer really matters, your stories matter, and when you share them, you impact other people. I wanted to keep the message short and tight because I know you're busy. Remember to stay curious and keep writing